Usually, Dragon Ball villains appear causing terror and destruction before eventually being defeated. However, some villains only show up to die in extremely tragic ways, with little or no significant role in the series. That's why, in today's video, I've put together the Dragon Ball villains with the most tragic endings. But before we begin, make sure to leave a like to support the channel. And if you're new here, welcome! Don't forget to subscribe so you won't miss any new videos. With that out of the way, let's get started. 11th place, Guldo. This villain appeared during the Namek saga and was one of the members of the Ginyu Force. He wasn't particularly skilled as a fighter. Besides being the shortest member of the team, he was also the weakest. However, he was part of the squad because of his unique abilities, such as stopping time, exactly as he did against Gohan and Krillin. While Guldo was distracted attacking the two warriors, Vegeta suddenly appeared and brutally decapitated him with a key attack in one of the most shocking scenes of the saga. Guldo barely had any important moments, and just when he was starting to reveal his powers, he was eliminated in a very unusual way. 10th place, Dodoria. Despite being part of Frieza's elite soldiers and one of the Emperor's advisors, Dodoria didn't have many important moments in the franchise. Chronologically speaking, his squad was responsible for eliminating Bardock's friends in the non-canon movie, as well as participating in the destruction of several planets with remarkable cruelty. Aside from that, he didn't have any major role in the series, and just like Guldo, Dodoria had a very disappointing ending. Vegeta was the one who eliminated him, and in the most ruthless way possible. After the Saiyan Prince learned how to sense ki without a scouter and became stronger thanks to his Zenkai boosts, he went after Dodoria. After defeating him, Vegeta completely humiliated him. Dodoria even tried to save himself by revealing the true reason behind Planet Vegeta's destruction, but it didn't matter. The prince had no intention of letting him leave alive. 9th place, Ginyu. This was another elite warrior from Frieza's army. Although he was involved in a memorable fight against Goku on Namek, his ending was far from happy. You probably remember that during the battle, Ginyu accidentally switched bodies with a frog. He remained in that form for many years until the creators decided to bring him back in Dragon Ball Super, but it wasn't to give the character a second chance. Quite the opposite. After stealing Tagoma's body, Ginyu managed to land a few blows on Super Saiyan Gohan. However, it didn't last long. Soon afterward, Goku and Vegeta arrived, and the Saiyan Prince, with absolutely no patience, eliminated the commander. Just imagine it, Ginyu waited all those years to finally get a powerful body, and in the end, it was all for nothing. 8th place, Paragus. Paragus was one of the Saiyans with the most tragic endings in the entire franchise. This applies both to his non-canon version and the current version featured in Dragon Ball Super Broly. After seeing his son Broly sent away to a distant planet, Paragus decided to go after him. The problem was that his ship broke down, leaving both of them stranded on planet Vampa for years. During that time, his hatred for King Vegeta continued to grow. Realizing Broly's incredible power, he decided to raise him as a living weapon. His goal was to return one day and finally get his revenge. After many years, they managed to leave the planet and eventually arrived on Earth alongside Frieza. And it was Frieza who decided to give Broly some extra motivation. In a highly manipulative move, he killed Paragus and made Broly believe that the Saiyans were responsible. This caused Broly to completely lose control. Although Paragus deserved a bad fate because of how he treated his own son, waiting so many years for revenge only to end up like that was incredibly frustrating. 7th place, Frieza. Of course, Frieza couldn't be left off this list. I know Frieza is one of the luckiest villains in the franchise. He keeps dying and coming back. He even became an ally of the heroes during the Tournament of Power, but the truth is that Frieza is the villain everyone loves to hate, and thankfully, he's still part of the franchise today. Despite all his cruelty and memorable personality, he has suffered some very tragic defeats, but one in particular stands out. We're talking about his defeat at the hands of Future Trunks. At that moment, Frieza didn't even have a chance to react or defend himself. Trunks completely destroyed his mechanical form in a matter of seconds. Without a doubt, it was the most humiliating moment in the character's history. 6th place, King Cold. Frieza's father also deserves a spot on this list. King Cold appeared surrounded by mystery and got many fans excited. When he arrived on Earth alongside Frieza, Many people expected him to have a major battle, but that never happened. After seeing his son eliminated by Trunks, King Cold tried to convince the young Saiyan to join him. He even believed that Trunks' true power came from his sword. But he was completely mistaken. When he attempted to attack the warrior from the future, he was struck by an energy blast that pierced straight through his chest. For many fans, it was one of the most disappointing endings ever. 5th place, Dr. Gero. If there's one character who tried to eliminate Goku at any cost, it's Dr. Gero. The mad scientist became so obsessed with that goal that he created several generations of androids. Among them was Cell, who eventually managed to achieve that objective temporarily. But Dr. Gero himself wasn't nearly as lucky. His final creations were Android 17 and 18, and both of them deeply resented being turned into machines against their will. As soon as he got the opportunity, Android 17 murdered his creator in the most brutal way possible. After piercing his chest, he ripped off his head and crushed it without showing any remorse. It was an extremely shocking scene, and it's amazing to think that the current Android 17 is completely different in terms of personality. What an incredible change. Tell me in the comments, which version of Android 17 do you prefer, the original or the current one? 4th place, Android 19. Dr. Gero wasn't the only one who suffered a tragic ending. His assistant went through the same thing. Android 19 experienced one of the most humiliating defeats in the series. When Vegeta transformed into a Super Saiyan in front of him for the first time, the robot completely panicked. And honestly, Vegeta was already intimidating enough. As a Super Saiyan, nobody could stop him. Watching Vegeta tear off Android 19's arms made that scene unforgettable. 3rd place, Spopovich and Yamu. You might not even remember these two characters. After all, they served a very specific purpose in the series. Basically, they existed to steal Gohan's energy and help awaken Majin Buu. As long as they were useful, they stayed alive. But after that, they were discarded in an incredibly cruel way. Once they delivered all the stolen energy to Babidi, they were no longer needed, so the wizard decided to eliminate them. Spopovich was blown apart by Babidi's magic. Yamu tried to escape but was quickly taken down afterward. It was a very tragic fate. 2nd place, Dabura. Dabura was one of Babidi's most powerful servants. He impressed many fans by turning Piccolo and Krillin into stone. He also had a fairly even battle against Gohan, but his luck ran out when he faced Majin Buu. Dabura was turned into a cookie and eaten by the villain. As if that wasn't tragic enough, after his death he was sent to heaven. That's right. The king of the demon realm ended up in the one place where he least belonged. There, he became an extremely peaceful and harmless individual. He even helped Videl, Puar, and Chi-Chi search for Gohan. Without a doubt, it was one of the most unexpected and ironic destinies in the entire franchise. 1st place, Babidi. Yes, everyone, Babidi also deserves a place on this list. Think about it. He spent years and years trying to awaken Majin Buu. He finally succeeded. But everything went wrong. First, because Majin Buu never liked taking orders. He only obeyed because he was afraid of being sealed away again. But it was obvious that this wouldn't last forever. And as we saw, Babidi's ending was truly terrifying. After spending so much time planning and pursuing his goals, he ended up being killed by the very creature he worked so hard to set free.